Vāsudevāya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranjaiva Narottamam Devin Saraswatin Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktin Bhavadir Naistiki Krishnaya Vāsudevāya Devagi Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 4, text number 24. 2-4-24. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is The Process of Creation. Chapter 4. Just a minute, let me open that. It is in a different language. Okay, let us start our discussion. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Namastasmai bhagavate Vāsudevāya vedhase papur jñānam ayaṁ saumyā yan-mukhāmburuhāsavam. Okay. Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Namaḥ, the obeisances. Tasmai, unto him. Bhagavate, unto the personality of Godhead. Vāsudevāya, unto Vāsudeva, or his incarnations. Vedhase, the compiler of Vedic literatures. Papuḥ, drunk. Jñānam, knowledge. Ayam, this Vedic knowledge. Saumyāḥ, the devotee, especially the consorts of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Yat, from whose mukha-amburuha, the lotus-like mouth. Rāsa-līlā, nectar from his mouth. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnav the A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. I offer my respectable obeisances unto Śrīla Vyāsadeva, the incarnation of Vāsudeva, who compiled the Vedic scriptures. The pure devotees drink up the nectarian transcendental knowledge, dropping from the lotus-like mouth of the Lord. Purport. The persons of the specific utterance vedhase, or the compiler of the system of transcendental knowledge, Śrīla Śrīdhara Svāmī has commented that the respectable obeisances are offered to Śrīla Vyāsadeva, who is the incarnation of Vāsudeva. Śrīla Jīva Gosvāmī has agreed to this, but Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura has made a further advance, namely that the nectar from the mouth of Lord Kṛṣṇa is transferred to his different consorts, and thus they learn the finer arts of music, dance, dressings, decorations, and all such things which are released by the Lord. Such music, dance, and decorations enjoyed by the Lord are certainly not anything mundane, because the Lord is addressed in the very beginning as para or transcendental. This transcendental knowledge is unknown to the forgotten conditioned souls. Śrīla Vyāsadeva, who is the incarnation of the Lord, thus compiled the Vedic literatures to revive the lost memory of the conditioned soul about their eternal relationship with the Lord. One should therefore try to understand the Vedic scriptures or the nectar transferred by the Lord to his consorts in the conjugal humor from the lotus-like mouth of Vyasadeva or Sukadeva. By gradual development of transcendental knowledge, one can rise to the stage of the transcendental arts of music and dance displayed by the Lord in his rāsa-līlā. But without having the Vedic knowledge, one can hardly understand the transcendental nature of the Lord's rasa dance and music. The pure devotees of the Lord, however, can equally release the nectar in the form of the profound philosophical discourses and in the form of kissing by the Lord in the rasa dance, as there is no mundane distinction between the two. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-Jnana-Shalakaya Chakshul-Munidam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu-Padaya Krishna-Prishthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha-Shunyavad Paishasha-Tesha-Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today's sloka, this is the continuation of the same. When Parikshit Maharaj asking about the process of creation, or Śrīla Gosvāmī started giving the answers. From the answers, before giving the answer, he was glorifying the Lord and he was invoking the Lord's mercy. Because so that he can give the perfect answer how the Lord explained to Brahmadeva. So there should not be any of his own idea should not be mixed in that. It should come purely whatever Lord imparted the knowledge, the similar knowledge should come. So that is the reason he was invoking the mercy of the Lord. And also in our parampara, we also having the habit of invoking the Lord in Lord's mercy and the Guru Parampara mercy and our Guru spiritual master's mercy and the Acharya's mercies. That is the reason before starting any Bhagavatam class, we are also reciting the mantras and we reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, the verses from the same Srimad Bhagavatam, which are the pranam, which are glorifying, which are invoking the Lord's mercy. And also we are reciting the Pranav Mandira of our Acharyas so that their mercy should come on us, so that whatever we are speaking, it is in line with the Parampara and in line with the Srimad Bhagavatam. We should not add our own ideas into that. So that is the reason we are invoking their mercy, their blessings, so that they will come on us, they will bless us, so that we can speak the authorized way. Here, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, he was saying that he is offering the respectful obeisance to Vyasadeva. So why he is giving the obeisance to Vyasadeva? Because Vyasadeva is father, actually. And he is the incarnation of Vāsudeva. Because since he has the empowered incarnation, because of that power only, he was able to compile all the Vedic knowledge, all the scriptures he was able to compile. So now it is not a work of a normal human being. So that is the reason he was here. Here it is mentioned he is the incarnation of Vāsudeva. So he compiled all the Vedic scriptures. So and also he is saying that the pure devotees drink the nectarian transcendental knowledge dropping from the lotus-like mouth of the Lord. So the lotus, whatever the Vedic knowledge, it is come out from the lotus mouth of the Lord. It is like a nectar. So whatever the nectar is dropped from the Lord's mouth, that is drunk by the transcendental knowledge drunk by the pure devotees. That is the reason, since they tasted that nectar, so they were also able to give the philosophical explanations to us and give the knowledge to us in the proper way. So here it is talking about first, it's the knowledge coming from the parampara, and the knowledge, whatever the Lord spoke, the similar thing spoke by his pure devotees. These are two things are explained in this. And also here in purport, Prabhupada is explaining about the Lord is releasing, how the releasing is, what are the things that are releasing when he was doing the rasa dance with his associates. Associated in the sense, the gopis in the Vrindavan, when he had the rasa dance with the gopis, so all the gopis, they are connected with the Lord. They were also the music which are coming from the flute of the Lord, and they are immediately they left their home. All the gopis, they left their home. The gopis, they are already married. They have their husband. They have children. Some gopis, they left their children like that. When they are feeding their children, just left the children as it is. And some gopis, they are serving their husband. They are leaving that. And some are doing the household works. Some are doing taking care of their in-laws. So all those activities, they left immediately when they heard the sound of the music from the Lord's flute. The Vamsivata, from in the Vamsivata, there is a place in Vrindavana, Vamsivat. From there, Lord was playing his flute. So by hearing that sound, because the Lord's flute was mesmerizing. So all the gopis, they are left from their houses, they are going to meet the Lord. Because it is Lord's desire who he wanted to meet all the gopis, and he wanted to do the Dasa Rasa dance. Because the gopis' desire was to get Lord as a husband, and they wanted to have the dance, they wanted to have the connection with the Lord, the intimate connection with the Lord. That is the desire of the gopis. Since gopis are the pure devotees of the Lord, Lord wanted to satisfy their desires. So that is the reason he used his flute, he called all the gopis. So all the gopis, they came over there, but once they reached the Vamsivat, the place, so that time there was a very, very big jungle, because Vrindavan was a jungle. So it was a night, the Sarat Purnima night it was. So this pastime happened, so Sarat Purnima, the Rasa dance pastime. That time all the gopis came over there, and by seeing them, because some gopis came like just night, because they are not able to ready themselves with the proper dresses also. Somebody wear the dresses, whatever they supposed to wear in the down, they wear in the upside of the body, and they wear the downside, whatever they supposed to wear on the upside. And their makeup and all, they didn't do properly, because of the hurry, they wanted to please the Lord. That's the reason they came in just like that. But once they came over there, Lord first he explained, hey, this is you came to why you came this night, and this is very dangerous jungle, so many wild animals are there, it may attack you guys. So, and also, you should not come like that from your house. You are all married, you have the responsibility at home, you have the children at home, you have the husband at home, you have the in-laws, and brothers and sisters will be there. So you should not come just like that. So like that, he was giving one lecture to the gopis. Krishna was giving the lecture. You should not come like that. Better you just go back and continue your prescribed duties. That's what Krishna was advising to those gopis. And he was giving the big lectures and giving the advice how a woman should be like that. So how a chaste woman should be. That's the way he was giving the lectures. So by hearing that lecture, and Krishna was asking us to go back, all the gopis, they were shedding tears, and they were kind of disappointed, because they came over there because Krishna's flute, they wanted to dance with Krishna, but Krishna is advising him to go back to their home. So then they were expressing their discomfort. They're saying that why? So how can we go to our homes? Because we came here to give a service to you, but you are sending us to go back to our home. How can we can go, and how our husbands and our in-laws will accept us? Because it is a night time we came out. How they will accept? And we came in the mood of to enjoy, to give the pleasure to you, to play, to do the dance with you. Because during that time, that period, in the Vedic time, all the girls will get married at the age of 8. And uh, the Prabhujis, the boys, they will get married at the age of 12. So they will get married in the early age. So who are the girls? When this pastime happened, the rasa dance pastime has happened, at that time the Krishna's age was 8. Immediately after 1 year, when Krishna took the Govardhana Leela, when he did the Govardhana Leela, after 1 year, this rasa-līlā was happening. So it is at the age of 8, Krishna's age was 8, and all the gopis who are came there, they are around, all are married. They are also have the children. At the age of 12, all the girls will have the children. So the gopis who came there, all are 8 to 12 years of age. So they are all, with them, they wanted to have the dance with the Lord. So after they are seeing their faces and their Krishna agreed to dance with them, and Krishna danced with the gopis. Then that is called rasa-līlā. So in that it is mentioned that is Krishna, he was at a time, he will dance with all the gopis. How? Because Krishna has that much speed. Because he want to satisfy all the gopis, the gopis, one, because the dance position also, the dance steps. So he will dance with the one gopi, and immediately he will shift to the other gopi, and he will dance with the other gopi. So like that, with all the gopis, he will dance, and he will come to the first gopi, and where he left the step, from that again he will continue. So he need to remember all the steps where he left from the each gopis, and like that the rasa-līlā was happened. So these are the transcendental. It is for the mundane people. It is kind of a you should not think in that mundane way, because Lord is enjoying with girls. That's the way they are thinking that, because people will think in that way. So the Lord also enjoyed, we are also enjoying with the girls. That is the idea of the mundane people in this material world. But the rasa-līlā happened at the age of 8 of the Lord, and all the gopis, they are also at the age of 8 to 12, and the pastime happened. This is because, first of all, we need to understand all the living entities in the material world are part and parcel of Krishna. He is the owner. He is the Purusha. So he has the right to enjoy all the things, including the girls. So he enjoyed the dance with all these girls. He wanted to give the pastime, because all the gopis are in the previous birth. When Rama Avatara happened, that time there are the Rishi Munis. There are some 16,000 Rishi Munis. They wanted to have the relationship to marry the Lord because they had the desire to have the relationship with the Lord. So that time, Lord cannot marry many, because that time their desire, they have to fulfill their desire. The next birth, Lord made them in that way. So gopis, so they also associate of the Lord. They are enjoyed the Leela with the Lord. So this is the way there are connection with there are multiple pastimes are connected, and so this is the way Lord is satisfying the devotees. So these are all the nectarian pastimes of the Lord. These nectarian pastimes, if you hear from the mundane philosophers, mundane people who just read the Srimad Bhagavatam, or for the purpose of their daily to get some money from the other people, and they will recite the Bhagavatam. So if you hear from such people, they will interpret this as a kind of a mundane love between a boy and girl. So it is not a mundane, it is transcendental. What the love and what the love exchange happened between the gopis and Lord, it is not a mundane, it is a transcendental exchange. It is here, if you see the last line, here Prabhupada is comparing that the pure devotee, however, can equally release the nectar in the form of profound philosophical discourses. See, whatever the philosophical discourses the pure devotees are doing, that is equal to what is in the form of kissing by the Lord in the rasa-līlā. So the rasa dance, the Lord was kissing the gopis. So it was equal to, both are equal. He is saying that both are equal. The philosophical discourses how the pure devotees are releasing the nectar, whatever coming out from the Lord's lotus mouth, they are giving the same the philosophical discourses, they are giving the same knowledge to others. So that is equal to the rasa dance, what Lord played with the gopis. So there is no, if it is a mundane way, if you see, this is kind of a somewhat mundane act, okay, kissing the gopis, and whatever the philosophical, it is a higher act. But according to the Lord, both are same. So because both are the transcendental platform, it is not a mundane platform. That is the understanding we should have. That is the reason always it is mentioned by Prabhupada in the multiple places in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because many people hear that there is a rasa dance happen, and it was there in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Immediately people rush into the 10th canto because they have the mundane, to enjoy the sex mentality. So the people immediately they will jump into the 10th canto, they will read that. So this is not the way to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada always used to say the Srimad Bhagavatam should be read from the first canto to 9th canto. You need to complete, gradually you need to complete each and everything, every sloka, you need to understand. Then if you go to the 10th canto, then you can release the nectar. See, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, when he was when he was there 500 years back, he was strictly he followed a strict brahmacharyam and the sannyasa also. When he was in the sannyasa mode, he won't allow not even a women, the female Mataji cannot come in front of him, and they cannot sit in front of him. Even the classes, whenever he is giving the discourses, Mahaprabhu, they cannot sit in front of him and they cannot come in front of the Lord. Because that much strict brahmacharyam, that much strict sannyasa he followed. But still, the Lord discussed the 10th canto with the qualified devotees who are his disciples, all his disciples. It is a kind of, he discussed all these pastimes of the Lord. Rasa-līlā also he discussed, because he knows, even he is following that, he is the incarnation of the Lord. He is the Lord himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord himself, he aware that these pastimes are not mundane. So that's the reason, even he followed that strictly, not to allow the women in front of him. He won't not to allow any woman come and give the obeisances. He always kept the distance from the women devotees. So that kind of Mahaprabhu himself, he discussed about this the 10th canto, rasa-līlā, everything. That means this is not a mundane act. This is the act, if you see in that angle, that Lord wanted to satisfy his devotees' desire, one thing. And another thing, first, if you see in the devotee point of view, yes, the devotees desire to have the Lord, having the relationship, intimate relationship with the Lord. That is the, so Lord is satisfying that. In another point of view, the Lord's point of view, all the living entities, anything in the mundane world, the material world, or in the spiritual level, everything is the Lord is the proprietor. He is the owner of everything. So he has the right to enjoy each and everything. So we don't have the rights. Whatever we are doing the thief activity actually. Whatever prepared by the Lord, we are going and we are enjoying in this material world. Nothing is created by us, but still we are enjoying in this material world. But we are the thieves. But Lord is not a thief, because Lord is, he is the owner of everything. That understanding, with that understanding, if you see all these activities of the Lord, we can release the Srimad Bhagavatam and the nectarian philosophical nectars. And it is mentioned that, see, when the elephant eat the sugarcane, the sugarcane, it is a very sweet one. Okay, so the elephant, it will enjoy the sugarcane and it will go into the mouth of elephant. That time, when they crush the sugarcane, then immediately there are some sweetness from the sugarcane. It is that the water, the sweet water, kind of a nectar, it will come out from that. So when it is crushed, and it will come out, and the bees and the small flies, it will go and taste that, and it will, because it is very tasty, so they will also taste that nectar. The similar way, we are all tasting like the beast. We are not enjoying like the elephant. The entire thing we cannot digest. The entire sweetness we cannot digest. How we are digesting. How we are enjoying the sweetness. How a small fly, it is tasting the nectar from the, it's come out from the sugarcane juice. It is coming out from when elephant crushed that, then it, the small one drop, it will come out. So immediately one fly and it will go and taste that, and it will fell on the trance because it is nectarian taste. The similar way, all the devotees, what we are doing, we are not tasted the entire nectar. We are tasted only a small drop from the Lord's from the nectar, what is come out from the Lord. So in that nectar itself, how the fly unable to control herself, unable to control itself, and it become unconscious by taking that small one drop of nectar. Similar way, by hearing the Lord's qualities, Lord's pastimes, and all this, these are the nectarian things. When we hear from the pure devotees, all those things, it is kind of tasting a small drop from that, from the entire ocean of nectar. So even the drop also we are unable to sustain. We become unconscious. We are wondering. We are showing our wonder. We are seeing. We become unconscious, and all those things are happening because we are tasting only smaller thing, because we are not capable to release the entire thing. So the similar way, the pure devotees, what they are doing, they are drinking the nectar, the transcendental knowledge, which are dropping from the lotus mouth of the Lord. The Lord, whatever the Lord spoke to the Brahma, how it came. The similar way, the similar thing, they are releasing that. The pure devotees, what they are drinking that nectar, whatever come out from dropping, which are dropping out from the Lord's lotus mouth. So that is the way, because of that only, whatever the pure devotees are discussing, we are able to release that, because it is came out from the Lord. The same nectar drunk by the pure devotees of the Lord. This is nectar in the sense, it is a transcendental knowledge. So then the pure devotees drink the same nectar. So when they are giving the discourse, the same thing coming out from their mouth, we are able to release that, and they are also releasing, because it is not only giving the pleasure to the pure devotees, for us also it is giving the pleasure, because everything, it is transcendental, it is coming out from the lotus mouth of the Lord. So today's sloka, it is the Śrīla Gosvāmī, he was glorifying the Lord Vyasadeva, because he's compiled the Vedas, and the pure devotees who are speaking, who are giving the discourses, philosophical discourses, from the similar thing, whatever the Lord gave the knowledge. It is kind of when Lord giving the nectar through his lotus mouth, the same nectar, it was dropping out, that drops tasted by the pure devotees, they are giving the same thing to us. So that is the reason everything is releasable in the transcendental way. So this is not possible for the mundane devotees who are the atheists. They will think that they will be in the different mode. They cannot enjoy all those things because they are not the pure devotees of the Lord, and also they are not the devotees of the Lord. They are envy with the Lord. That is the reason they cannot taste this nectar. So one of the analogy Prabhupada used to say that if a person is not able to understand, he don't have the faith on the Lord, he is not able to understand without having faith, if they go and read the scriptures, how it will compared with the honey bottle. The honey is there inside of the bottle, the bottle is covered, and the honey bee, it went and just licked the outside of the bottle. So how the taste it will come? What taste the honey bee can take? The honey bee cannot taste the nectar which is there inside of the honey. Taste the honey inside of the bottle. It is how they're licking the bottle outside the bottle. The similar way, the person who don't have the devotion in his heart, is not a devotee of the Lord. It's just mundane way. If you read, it is compared with the honey bottle and the bee licking outside of the bottle. So it cannot end he cannot get how the honey bee cannot get the taste of the honey inside of the bottle. The similar way, the person who is just reading and without any devotion is just reading this philosophy and he's giving the classes, means he cannot understand, he cannot get the taste of this nectar. So that is the way. That's why to get the taste of the nectar, you should be a devotee of the Lord, and the knowledge also we should get from the pure devotees of the Lord, so that we can release the same nectar from Lord Lotus mouth to Brahma, and this is coming through parampara. So that same nectar we can enjoy when we become the devotees of the Lord and hear from the pure devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Mandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.